Welcome replay viewers, and good afternoon everyone. Welcome. This is the Long Island Railroad Speonk station, where we are awaiting the arrival of eastbound train 2734, which runs from Babylon to Speonk Monday through Friday. Its arrival time is 12:27 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. And we should see a few Memorial Day travelers on this train today. So we shall see just how many people are on here heading out toward West Hampton early. Of course, quite a few people do come here to Speonk and Remsenburg area also. So this is a convenient train. Thanks for joining, everybody.
Ladies and gentlemen, the 12:27 p.m. to Speonk is
Hi, Jay.
on time.
Thank you very much. Thank you, and a happy, safe holiday to you too. I'm at the Long Island Railroad station in Speonk, Long Island. That's 65 miles east of New York City. This is a midday train that comes from Babylon, Long Island. It's about an hour west of here. Actually, people are traveling from New York City, and they take an electric train express from Penn Station to Babylon, and then they switch over to the diesel train to come out here in diesel territory, single track territory. So we're expecting quite a few passengers today for the start of the 3-day holiday weekend, heading for Remsenburg, Speonk, and also West Hampton, which is nearby, another few miles east of us. I'll just pan around slowly here and just, this is the parking lot for the station. Moderate amount of cars in the lot here. People do commute from this station to New York City. It's about a 2-hour train ride from here, from Speonk to Penn Station in Manhattan. I'll just turn around to the east here. And just east of the station is the Speonk yard, where they store diesel trains. So this train, the final stop here is at Speonk. So after he discharges his passengers, he will pull into the storage yard over to the left, and he has proceed with low speed caution light on the lower signal light, the amber signal light, and the switch is set to divert the train into the storage yard. Then the next train we should see would be a westbound train coming back from Montauk, but it's running late, about 22 minutes late, because it was quite late going eastbound this morning. So we'll see when that arrives. Usually you see this train come in from Babylon at 12:27, and then the train back to New York City leaves at 12:37. But we're not going to see that today. Now, all indications are the train is on time, but he may have had a heavy load coming out of New York City today for the weekend. And also, a lot of people take this train to the Fire Island ferry stations at Bayshore, Sayville, and Patchogue. That's where people get the ferries to go over to Fire Island communities. But I do hear the train horn to the west of me, about 1.5 miles, so he's on the way in. We're going to move up a little bit so we can get to see a rough number of how many people are coming off the train today. Now these good people are waiting for the westbound train 2707, which goes back to Jamaica, and it's, as I mentioned, it's scheduled to leave here at 12:37, but it was posted that they're running 22 minutes late. And also I saw on the MTA alert page that there was a vehicle strike on a bridge out in Bridgehampton, of all places. So some vehicle struck the railroad bridge, and I don't know, that may have to be inspected before they allow trains to travel over it. Yeah, okay, the air show, of course. Yeah, this weekend with the Air Force flight team this year, the Thunderbirds. Wow, very good. I hope there's good weather for that. Yeah, people make the connection to this train out of New York City with the train 42 to Babylon, which is an express. It stops at Jamaica, Freeport, and then Babylon. So there wouldn't have been any stop at Wantagh, but the train that leaves Penn Station just 20 minutes before that makes a stop at Wantagh.
Ladies and gentlemen, the 12:27 p.m. to Speonk is operating on time.
All right, so there's our word. Operating on time today. Wow, that many. My goodness. You'll have to go a day ahead and camp out. All right, locomotive DE 30AC 415 is powering 2734 today. Get ahead of the diesel noise. Okay, this is a fair amount of people. This is more people than normally get off this train. I was on this train 1 week ago Friday, and there were about 10 of us that got off here at Speonk. So today it's 10 times that. So that's because of the holiday weekend. Four C3 bi-level passenger cars. Let me walk up to the east end of the platform and we'll watch him pull into the yard. They're doing okay. Purple Martins are doing okay. I'll get them later. This was my priority for today, to get the trains bringing the people out to the East End for the holiday weekend. The best is yet to come later on today when we do the cannonball and the advanced cannonball in West Hampton. Okay, so this equipment goes into the Speonk yard now and is turned as train 2743 heading westbound at 2 p.m. Cab car 5013, and that'll become the lead car on the return trip back to Jamaica. So the engineer will sit in the control cab of the cab car, and the diesel engine becomes a pusher. I'll see you later. See you later. I'm going to shut down after this one because the westbound train, which normally pulls into the station at this time, is running 22 minutes late.
Ladies and gentlemen, the 12:37 p.m. westbound train to Jamaica is 22 minutes late.
Okay, you may have just heard that cookbook announcement. People are waiting for the gates to go up. There they go. Okay, so this is North Phillips Avenue in Speonk, and they'll let the traffic go across now. Alright, so the westbound train 2707 from Montauk will be in another 20 minutes or so. So we're going to shut this broadcast down then, good people, and we'll come back on the air in a little while when we see 2707 is getting close. So take care, everybody.